Hi, so now let's see the third operator, which is logical operator, double ampersand, which is logical and. This is logical and. We have logical or, which is double pipe. The logical operators might resemble more like a relational operator as they also work on Boolean expression. But if we look at closely, we'll see that they are using a different symbol when we compare it with relational operator. Well, relational operator will compare the values using less than, greater than, equals to, not equals to, less than equals to, and greater than equal to. Whereas in logical operator, we have only two operators, which is logical and logical or. So let's see how the logical and will work. We can try something like Boolean result, and I can directly feed in. I'm using a variable called result, since the result is going to be in Boolean, and I'm going to put in my expression as 3 greater than 5, logical and 8 greater than 6. Is 5 greater than 3? Yes, this is true. Is 8 greater than 6? Yes, this is true. In this case, my result is going to be. Now let's try reassign the result. I'm going to put an expression which is going to be. So in the logical AND operation, when both the operands are true, it will be true. Whereas in the logical OR operation, even if one is going to be true, it is true. Now let's see what I am talking about. So 5 less than 3 is true. But let's put something like 6 greater than 8. I have reused the AND operation. Let's put OR operation. In the OR operation, even if one of the condition is true, it is true. Whereas in the AND operation, logical AND, it is going to be true only when both the expressions are true. Now, this is one of the expression and this is one of the expression. Similarly, even in the above expression, we have two expressions, and in the middle we have our logical operator. Let's try to run this. So one will give me true because both the conditions are returning true. And this one will give me true because one of them give me true. And let's run and see. So we have the first result, which is logical AND, that is true, and we have logical OR that is also returning true. Now let's say what if the logical OR will have both the expression as false. When both are false, it is going to be false. And in your logical AND, if one of the expression is false, it is going to be false. This is just that I'm just repeating the same sentence, but with the same meaning, but maybe the words that I'm using could be different. Or in the other words, I can simply say that if your both the operands are going to return true with the logical and, it is going to be true. Similarly, if one of the expression is going to be true, it is going to be true in the logical OR operation.